Okay. So now what you have to do, guys, that all of them are able to see her system.
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro.
Okay, just click on new, Deepa. And here just you have to type that red dot. And Deepa, you have to wait all the time, the few seconds that you have to wait till I say next, don't click anywhere. Okay. So now here that what you have to do, guys, that you have to write red dot. So once you write red dot here, automatically in the last line, you can see that the version red dot 64-bit, you will get it. Okay. So in case that if you're not going to get that red dot 64 here, that what you have to do. So you have to enable the virtualization
Sir,
option
you
in the
are going
BIOS.
too fast. Sir, you are going too fast, sir.
Sorry.
You are going too fast, sir. Can't understand.
Okay. Says just now started. Okay. So here that you, once you click on that new, what you have to do, just you have to, in the name place that you have to write red dot. Okay. So once you write red dot in the last line, automatically you have to get the red dot in the bracket that 64-bit it says. Getting it? In case that if you're not going to get the 64-bit over there, so what you have to do, you have to go to the BIOS, which means that you have to reboot your system. After rebooting your system, that you are going to get, after rebooting your system, what you have to do, you have to go to the BIOS option. It's a laptop to laptop that you will be having the different BIOS option you have. So in the like F9 or F10 or F12, something like that, you will be having the functional key. After pressing the functional keys, that what you have to do, it will take you to the BIOS. So once you take it to the BIOS, 1 minute, guys, that yeah, once you take it to the BIOS, that what you have to do, you have to enable the virtualization option. You have to enable it. Virtualization option, you have to enable it. Okay. So after enabling the virtualization option in the BIOS, that what you have to do, so you have to save it and you have to reboot the system. So after that, if you have already Oracle VirtualBox is installed in your system, that's fine. So you have to go ahead with the installation. So if you wanted to start the installation, so here that you have to click new, and then you will get this window, create a virtual machine window, you will get it. So in this place that you have to, write it here, that version, it says that the Red Hat 64 is it. So this is what that you have to give it. Okay, so this is what you have to give it. So, and in case if you're not going to get that the 64-bit, then you have to go to the BIOS and you have to enable it. Otherwise, it's fine. So then you have to click on next. Then let it be that the memory size that you can take that 1024 by default, it says, let it be, it's more than enough, this 1 GB. Okay, don't do any changes here, just click on next. And here, create a virtual hard disk now. Okay, let it be this, don't do any changes here, just again next. Okay, here also VDI. So you are installing the new VDI, you're installing it. Here also no change, just next. Here also no change, dynamically allocated weight. So here that there are two things. If you are going to see my YouTube video, what happens that, so fixed size, the example that they have taken. So fixed size in the sense that you don't need to do the partitions and all. Here that I'm going to show you that how you have to do the partition. So for that, so you have to go for dynamically allocated, you have to go for next. You have to choose the dynamically allocated, then you have to choose next. And Deepa, I made you as a host. If you get any pop-up window in the top middle, just allow them. There are another 2 more guys yet to join. In case if you get any pop-up window, just you have to admit them, okay? Hello?
Yes, Vinay.
Yeah. So after that, you can see here that the size here is it. The size is, you can see that the 8 GB. 8 GB, it's not sufficient. You have to, if you wanted to go for auto partition, it's more than enough. So which means that you cannot save any data, like GBs together, you cannot dump the data. That's the reason you have to remove the 8 and you have to put it 15 or 20, whatever. So it should be more than 15, and otherwise at least 15 GB you have to have. Okay, so just click on create.
15 enough, sir?
Enough, it's more than enough.
Okay, sir.
Click on create. Now, in the left side top corner, if you're going to see that, can you see that in the red and blue color, it's saying that the Red Hat power off, it's saying.
Yes, sir.
And here that before double clicking on that, what you have to do in the middle, you can see that the orange color setting. Yeah. You have to click on that. and go to the storage, fourth option, click empty, click on empty. And again that you have to click on that right side, the blue color circle. Yeah. And here that, can you see that the last second one? RHEL server 6.4, just choose that. Suppose, wait. That's fine, I open it again. Suppose if you're not able to see that RHEL server 6.4 there, what you have to do, you have to go for the second option. Choose a disk file. So in the sense, if you have kept the ISO file in the Windows operating system, might be on the desktop or might be on the desktop or might be on the download, somewhere you have dumped it, is it? So that you have to, from there that you have to browse it and you have to choose it. In some system, automatically it comes, just you have to, select it here. That's all you have to do it. Otherwise, browse it, no issue. Then at last that you have to click on OK. Okay, so now what you have to do, the next step, double click on this red hat, left side. Now you can enlarge the window. Deepa, just enlarge the window. Close the pop-up window in the top. Okay, so once you get this window, just enter it. Don't do any changes, just enter. Deepa, you have to wait some few seconds till I say next. Don't be in a hurry.
So okay, skip.
What?
Disk found has come from.
Yeah, this is it's in the process. You have to wait some few seconds here. Okay, so here the Deepa, just you have to use tab. Go to the skip and you have to enter it. Don't click on OK. Yeah, now you can enter.
So what we want to do, sir?
Skip, you have to go for the skip and you have to enter it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so after that, just click on OK. See, if you get this error message, don't think that it's error. So it's a normally that you will get it in the installation process. It says that unsupported hardware detected. Just you have to click on OK. That's all. It will go for the next. After that, okay. So Deepa, just let me take the controller. I'm just taking the control now. Okay, so here just you have to click on next and choose the language. Already English has selected, just you have to click on next. And here that the US English, this is also let it be no change here, just click on next. And here that in the top, if you're going to see that basic storage device, this is also let it be. So just you have to click on next. Here that what you have to do. So here that already it's highlighted with the no keep any data. So what you have to do, yes, destroy any data. You have to choose this and click on OK. Enter. After that, it asks for the host name. You can give whatever the host name you want. So already that there is one name here, that localhost.local domain. So what you have to do, you have to come down and just click on next. So after that, you can come down here. If your mouse is working, since I'm in the remote login, no, so the mouse does not work. So what you have to do, you have to come to the down and here that you have to choose it, that Asia Kolkata, you have to choose it. Okay, so here Asia Kolkata, you have to choose it. Otherwise, you can click on India map and you can select the Asia Kolkata, you can select. See, manually have checked here. So after that, you have to click on next option over here. Enter. Okay, it's asking for the root password. The root password, I'm just giving red hat here. And again that I'm just giving red hat here. So after this, I just go for next option. It says that you have provided the weak password. It's based on the directory word. use anyway. Now the password, the Red Hat which I have given, make sure guys that you have to remember the password. One guy have pinged me that after installing the operating system, he has forgot the password. So make sure just give your mobile number or something like that, which you can remember. Okay. Okay. So now what you have to do, see already replace existing Linux system. It's there. I don't want that. I wanted to go for the last one, that the create custom layout. You have to choose that and just go for the next option. Enter. After that, you can see that the free space, which I have taken that the 15 GB is it. So with the help of that, I'm just creating the partition. So if you wanted to create the partition, first you have to select the 15 GB, whatever I have taken, that you have to select it. After that, click on create. After that, click on create. And after that, you have to go for the last option, the create option, that I have to go for it. So here that I have to specify. Here that I have to specify that what is the partitions that I have to do it. So here that I have to do the first partition, that is a /port partition, I have to do it. So you don't need to write this manually. If you're going to use the down arrow keys, automatically it comes here in the first field. After that, you can go to the size field. You can see that in the down, see it got highlighted. Always that you have to give with the MB size. Can you see that before that they have given that size in the bracket, the MB they have given? That you have to give it. I'm just removing this now, 500 MB that I'm giving for the /boot partition. So just come down and click on OK. Now the first partition is done, which I have given for the 500 MB I have given. So let's go for the next one. So I'm just doing the second partition. So you have to go to the free space. Always before doing the partition, guys, make sure you have to, 1 minute. You make sure that you have to select the free space. If you select the free space, then only you will be able to create the partition. After selecting the free space, you have to click on create. And then again that I'm just coming down again, clicking on the create option, that I'm clicking it and enter. So after that, here that the second partitions that I'm doing, that the / partition I'm doing. So just come down, and in the down that you have to specify that 500, for the / partition is that you can just give that 8,000, you can give it. So the size that you have to specify that 8,000, and here that if I come down and OK, 8,000, I have given the size over here. So the next partition that I'm going to do it. See, if you go for this YouTube video, this all the step, it's not there. It's a auto partition. So automatically the partition, it will be done, but it's not going to accept the more space. 8 GB only, it will take it by default. And here that the next partition, see the first one /boot partition, the second one is a / partition I have done. So here that you have to go to the second field here, and in the second field that you have to use that file system type, it's there. No, you have to use the down arrow key, and here that you have to choose the swap, you have to choose it. And after selecting swaps, the size of that you have to give that 1024, then come down, and after coming down in the last that you have to click on OK, enter. Okay, so now again that you have to select the free space, that you have to select it. After selecting the free space, then you have to see already 3 partition, it's done. After doing this 3 partition, then what you have to do, you have to click on next option, that you have to click. So now the partition is done. After clicking on next, that you will get the format option, you will get it, and you have to click on format only. So next option, you have to give it here that write changes to disk and enter. After that, the next window which we are going to get it. Okay, so here just you have to click on next. So, and one more thing. So here that you have to come to the first box. And once you come to the first box, if you need the GUI, so if you need the GUI, okay, you have to choose the desktop and use the space bar. If I'm going to use the space bar, it's going to highlight. And at last, that what you have to do, see, if you're going to choose this, what happens that all the graphical related desktop related packages, it will be installed. After selecting the desktop, that what you have to do, So you have to choose the customize now. So you have to choose the customize now, and I'm clicking on next option. I'm clicking it. So after clicking on next, so you can again that the come to the first box, and here that you can cross check whether the package has got selected or not. Where is that the mouse? See here that you can come down and you can check here. So I can see the desktop, all the packages has got checked. So at last that what you have to do, you can come down here and go to the next option. So once you click on next, what happens now, the package, the packages is going to be installed now. Packages is going to be installed. So nearly the 1000 plus packages is going to be installed. Nearly 1000 plus packages is going to be installed. So the next window it comes. Okay. So here you can see that number of packages, 1127 something it shows. If you are going to select the desktop, the number of the packages is going to be more. In case if you're not going to use the desktop, you know what happens? Only that you will be able to install. Okay, so only that you will be able to install nearly 600 to 700 packages. Only you will get the TUI. Sorry, it's not done still for you. Might be that the Deepa, you should be know that. In the first unit we have done, no, go to the TUI, that all the stuff. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Recorded section.
Yes. First unit I saw it.
Yeah. See, 1110 packages it shows. So this it takes for to get it installed. So you have to wait nearly 20 to 25 minutes to get complete of this, all the packages. Guys, make sure you have to wait. So don't close this window. So, and after that, what happens that, can you see that in the right side down corner, the next option you have?
Yes.
Correct. So back and the next option you have, no?
Yes.
Okay, so the back and next option which you have, in place of the next option, you are going to get the reboot option, you will get it. All of them. So reboot option will get it for all of them. So for that, you have to wait it. See, and here that the completion of this, all the 1100 packages, you have to wait some time. So the packages, it will be getting update in the system. So this is the grayed out option you have, no, the next. In that place, you are going to get the reboot option. Okay, so till then you have to wait. Don't close the window. And after that, the reboot, you are going to get that the couple of options that you have to follow. You know what are all that option? That option is going to be, okay, that option is going to be that you have to, that option is going to be that you have to choose that the just next option, you have to choose it, nothing else. Don't do any modification there. The 3 to 4 option which you're going to get, that just you have to give next. In between that, in the third window, it's going to ask you to, in the third window, it's going to ask you to create one normal user. You have to create one normal user. Whatever the name that you want, you can create the normal user in your name or whatever, but make sure that you have to remember the password of that, or else already for the root user which we have given the password, the same password also that you can give it. Okay, so after done with this, and at last that if you're going to give the next option, then the login window is going to launch. So once the login window is launched, that you will be having that 2 option, you will be having it. One is that with your user, whatever the normal user you will create it, no, in the next process, that it shows. And another one, other option it shows. Other means that which you can log into the system with the root user. Other means which you can log into the system with the other means which you can log into the system with the root user. Root is the admin. So username that you have to give root, and the password that you can give it that. So whatever the password at the time of the installation for the root user, whatever the password you have given, that password you have to give it. So then you can log in and then you can start using the system. This is the installation process. This we call it as a manual installation. Okay. Any doubt, guys, in this? Deepa, you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So from, yeah, you can, yeah, after done with this, you can start practicing this. But make sure that don't close this window.
Okay.
Okay. Guys, what about the evening batch, guys? That all of them got it?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So Deepa, can you make
Yeah.
me as a host?
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, it's recording. So let it be. And you can stop, I think so. Yeah, this is enough. That all of them got it, guys, that she is going to stop the recording. So this is what that you have to do it in all of them system. Make sure that in just 1 or 2 days that you have to, suppose if you have done auto partition installations, which I have sent in the mail that the YouTube video, that's fine. You can keep it, but you cannot use it for the long time because that you will not be having the enough free space. The partition concept, the package management concept, that you cannot do it. Otherwise, you can delete it off. Anyway, that you have the recorded section here that how you have to install it, it's there. So Deepa, what you can do it, after this, the complete installation, or else now itself you can go for